Are you coming? Let's go. Come on. You can do it. So I've talked about this a lot on this channel, about niching down to only doing books. I finally made the steps to start doing that. I ended all my listings on eBay. They were not books, relisted them at super low prices so they would move and I can get rid of them so I have more room for just doing books. So we're going to jump into some sales and we'll touch back on this topic in a second. First book, B2, right here, When You Pray, sold for $15.50. Probably got at the Goodwill bins, probably paid 25-50 cents. Big reason why I want to only sell books is because the ROI on books is the best, in my opinion. You can get books for free all the time. You can do big buyouts at yard sales. Most people just want to get the books out of there, so I do like doing big buyouts of books. But the ROI on books is unbelievable. Great profit in books. So $15.50 right here for the first book. Here's another, just a small little paperback book. Only sold for $9.99, but I know I got it for super cheap. So I've been selling books probably going on 6 years on Amazon and eBay. So I do like just selling books. That's why I want to niche down to only books and book related items like bookends, maybe some vintage like bookmarks if I can bundle those together. But I have been picking up bookends because I want to have books section in my eBay store, and I do have certain categories of different topics, and then I want to have bookends, possibly bookmarks, book bags, stuff like that. So it's all going to be stored, the synergy is all going to be based around books. Here's another reason why I like books is because I can store thousands of them and not take up much space. So that is what I'm currently doing, trying to remove all the hard goods off my eBay store so I have more room for books and bookshelves. I have probably 2 shelves in my storage area that are all hard goods that I want to get rid of and expand my books, because I've only been listing about 5 books a day because I'm running out of room here. It's been probably 2 weeks since I've listed, so I got some space available now, some here and here. So we are going to probably list about 20 books today. Next book, number 78, in the old inventory system where I used to do numbers, so we're going to find 78 right here. Probably came, since this is an older book, when I was only sourcing estate sales, I guarantee this came out of an estate sale, $1, maybe $2. This sold for $15.99 plus shipping. Let me know down in the comments if you're an everything seller. I have been an everything seller. I started off by selling a lot of toys and then slowly moved into media and clothing. I did clothing on Poshmark for a while. I just like the streamlined process of selling one type of item. Makes it quicker to list, quicker to ship. I only need about 3 different size boxes to ship most books. Book sets, I might need 2 other size boxes for big book sets, and then poly mailers. So I bubble, if it's a cheaper book, it's going to get bubbled and just thrown in a poly mailer. So I probably only need 5 boxes and I can ship almost everything that I sell. That is a big benefit of niching down, streamlining the process of listing, storing, and shipping. Also, when you're going out sourcing, if I'm only looking at books, I go to yard sale, I just ask if they have books. They don't, I can move on. Obviously, if I see something that's worth money, guys, I am a reseller. I'm not going to pass up on an item that's going to make me 50 to 100 bucks. So I will still dabble a little bit in some other items, but mostly it's going to be books. Just for the streamline process. A lot of other resellers don't even pay attention to books. It's another good reason why to sell books. They're always sitting at a yard sale. Most people walk right by them. There's not too many people when you go to a thrift store looking at books as well. Alright, next book that sold. This is just like a bread and butter book for me. It's on D2. Let me grab it real quick. Old hymn books. I get them all the time living in the Bible Belt. They're everywhere. Sell average $10 to $12. This one sold for $12 plus shipping. I find these at the Goodwill bins all the time. I have a stack over here of more of them, so I'm just going to ship this one off, list another one. That is a good one to keep an eye out for, just bread and butter. Even though I did raise up my price on how much I want the book to sell for it to make sense for me buying, I like to sell things that are going to sell for at least around $20 now, so most of my books are $20 and up. But some of these books that I know are going to sell all the time, I will still buy them because I know it sells. Alright, D3, this is a book lot of 3 books. These came from a yard sale. I paid $1 each for these, so we got $3 wrapped up in these. Sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Cool set to look out for. 2 more books, then we're going to get into some items that I delisted and relisted at a lower price just to move them out of here. Some items have been sitting in my store for a while. First, we got 2 more books, 64, old estate sale buy. And I did, on all these older books over here, I did lower the price just to move them out. They've been sitting for a while. I don't use the number system anymore, just shelf system. So this only sold for $6. Okay, B2, God the Holy Spirit. This one sold for $12.50 plus shipping, probably from the Goodwill bins. Now we're going to jump into some items that I've been trying to get rid of for a while, so I really lowered the price, and it's been working. I lowered the price yesterday, and I'm going to give it a week at the lower prices to see if they sell. If not, I'm going to run a sale on top of the lower prices, so probably around 10 to 15% off during the weekend. So we're in my storage area now, where you can see I have 3 racks here. Those are all my old hard goods. Finally cleared this shelf off the other day. Moved some things around. Started putting books here that I need to go through. Eventually the goal is to put these racks probably in the center of the room, and I can do books on either side, or just sell off these racks and buy bookshelves because these are taking up a lot of room. But I have them, so might as well use them now. I do have this big table here that folds out. I have a lot of books. I just did a big buyout at a yard sale, so I can sort through all those books. I would like to possibly only have one of these racks as hard goods, and the rest will be books. Like I said, I'll still buy some hard goods and clothing if it makes sense to me and excites me. I don't really get excited about much. Yeah. So, A1, we got an ashtray. Just a small little ashtray. Pull it up on my phone so you can check it out real quick. I don't know where I got this thing. I just thought it was cool. Oregon Caves ashtray. Here we go. If you guys can see that. It probably was only listed at $9.99. Dropped it down to $6. Sold within the hour after lowering the price. If you're watching this and you ever niche down, let me know what you sell. I'm curious if you only sell one type of item, what it is. I personally don't know anyone that only sells one type of item. Most all my reseller friends, they're everything sellers, which I get. It makes sense. You can sell everything, which I get it. You won't get bored if you're selling everything. I personally like just selling one type of item, but I know there's probably a lot of people out there that just sell like clothing. That's a big category that people like to niche down into, is shoes and clothing. I personally can't stand listing clothing. Even though I have sold some good pieces, some couple $100 actually vintage shirts, but if I pick them up, they're going to sit for a while because I don't want to get around to listing them. Alright, next up we have a pair of shoes. Sold for $19.99. Probably had these listed at $30 to $25 and dropped it down to $20, so grab those. Did downsize a lot of shoes. I only have one bin left. I did yesterday when I delisted stuff, I confined it all into one box so I had some more room. Can't wait for all these shoes to be gone. After the sale that I run, if they don't sell, either I'm just going to take the opportunity to try to grow on Whatnot and do a whole bunch of Whatnot shows, or just be lazy and go donate it all back to the thrift store. Here we go. Pair of shoes right here. Sold for $19.99. And these are the wrong ones. Alright, here's the correct pair. $19.99. Cole Hand shoes. I'm not sure. These are like some penny loafers. So $19.99 plus shipping. Glad to see these gone. Okay, last item up that is not a book is a stupid coffee mug, and I blame this buy on Gary Vee. Hashtag mug life, not a thing. Let's see if I actually still have this in my inventory. For some reason I feel like I got rid of these a while ago, but I just sold one, so let's hope that I have it. Of course, there is no SKU number on this, so I gotta dig through all these and try to find it. Alright, luckily I do have it. It's a cool looking mug. Ed Hardy coffee mug. Probably got a freaking yard sale for $1. Probably had this since I started reselling on eBay. That's how long it takes to sell a mug. Only sold for a whopping $5 plus shipping. Let's hope, because if it's an old item, I used to do free shipping on old items, and I'm going to be out. I charge $10 to ship this thing, so maybe we'll make some money off the shipping too. Alright, that is everything except one more book. We're going to walk back into my office to grab the book. Let me know down in the comments what you think about niching down, if it's something you would ever even consider, or you think it's a bad business decision. Now, not only am I niching down to books on eBay, I also only sell books on Amazon. I used to do online arbitrage and sell everything on Amazon, but I'm going back to only selling books on Amazon. Way less headache selling books on Amazon compared to selling Nikes and apparel like that. The return rate is crazy on apparel and toys too when it comes to Amazon. Are you coming? Let's go. Come on. You can do it. Okay, last book going out is a Bible, Life Application Study Bible. Always keep an eye out for study Bibles. This one didn't sell for that much money, but still a good profit. Sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Some of these study Bibles can go all the way up to $50 and above, depending on how old it is. It's fully leather bound or not. This one's not in the best condition. I will take $19.99 all day when I'm paying $1 per book. That is it. I gotta get all this stuff wrapped up. Guys, as always, keep on picking, keep on flipping. Beard King, out. Bitch.